I believe that there's different types of strategies that you can use to implement in order for you to start seeing progress. But not only that, I also believe that there's different time frames that you can work with that will be able to give you different types of results depending on what it is that you're looking at. On today's video, what's going to happen is that I am going to be showing you guys the 5-minute time frame, how I actually execute trades on the 5-minute time frame. At the same time, I'll show you some of the indicators that I actually bumped into on TradingView that you can take advantage of. But remember, I strictly am not a person that actually makes my analysis off of indicators, so it's very important of you to be able to just see some of the methods or some of the ways that these indicators are actually used. So if you decide that you want to use it, then you can know that this is for you or not. On this video here, it's Liswa Mutupi, and obviously you guys do know that I love speaking about trading, but most importantly, one thing that I like focusing more on is giving you the right resources that will be able to just help you excel or succeed in trading. I'm not saying that you're gonna make a lot of money immediately after watching my videos, but one thing that I do is that I test out these things with the real time, with the real time markets. I see them with real time money. I sometimes I spend money in order to just be able to just test out these strategies, just so you can be able to just spot what I'm doing and know if it is something that you want to test out or not. Because why I love doing this, and at the same time I love seeing someone just commenting, telling me that they actually were able to succeed because of my videos. But enough with all of that. Obviously, just make sure that you like this video if you happen to find value, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are now on the journey to hitting 250,000 subscribers. I'm excited. This means a lot. So obviously make sure that you guys are pressing that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and let us get straight to the charts. So now it's very important to actually focus on what is going to be needed. What are the resources or the tools that you are going to need in order to be able to just secure this strategy that I'm going to be sharing with you. So obviously you can see on TradingView, I've got my TradingView chart here. Let me just zoom in, and I'm now looking at US 500. So at the first, you obviously need TradingView, and secondly, these are the indicators that we are going to be looking at. So I went through on the one that actually shows sessions. I went on the indicator side here, then I just searched up sessions. I think the first one that actually came up, sessions right here. JRFX Addict. I'm not associated with this. I don't know this person at all. I'm testing out different types of ways that I can play around, on TradingView. So now the second tool that you're going to be needing, obviously, is the sessions at first, and secondly, it's going to be the moving averages. So moving average, it also comes back down here. You just come here and then you search moving average. Then automatically you'd be able to just see here's the moving average. Then you just select it. So what I've done is that the settings that I actually used on these were 20, the 50 length here. Here's the 50. Let me just show you guys where I got this. You can simply see here length 50 here, and SMA right here, the smoothing. But it's okay, this I didn't touch anything. I just touched here the 50, and as well the 20. You can see here 20, but it's okay. That is not the strategy, guys. It's not the strategy. The strategy is what I'm going to show you, which actually happens on the chart. Remember, with trading price action, these are just like some of the things that actually came across that I noticed that for most of you guys that are using this, I noticed that some of the people are using it in the wrong way. So it's much more better to just guide you or help you in terms of using it in the proper way. So now remember, the purpose here is to see how you can execute off of the 5-minute time frame. So what you're going to do at first is that you're going to start off first by obviously looking at the 1-hour chart. So on the 1-hour chart, what you're going to look for is you are going to be looking at what's actually going on, the highs and the lows. So here, for instance, what I got here is my high and my low, which obviously my low here being here at this level right here, my most recent, according to the way that I look at the market, previous 2 touches, 2 higher lows. I can easily say that it's here, but that also makes perfect sense. It doesn't change a thing. It still makes perfect sense. You can simply see right here. But and as well the high, which would be right here, because obviously you can see previously here the lower high was here, but price couldn't break, price couldn't break, price couldn't break, price couldn't break, and now we here price didn't break this low. So that's what I got. I got the low and high. I just got by first pointing them out. So what I'll do second is that I'm going to be moving on to the 15-minute time frame. So on the 15-minute time frame, what you do is that obviously with the 60 minutes, you can easily as well see where we at. Let me just show you guys this real quick. We can see first touch, second touch, third touches. Now we are here close to the 4th touch. That's on the 1 hour. So what it means is that if it happens to break, we are coming here, and if it happens to hold, we are coming here. So that's what it literally just means, this section. So what I'll do is that I'll just make sure that this is only shown on, not on the minutes. Yes, just like that. Perfect. So what I'll do is that I'll come on the 15-minute time frame. So on the 15-minute time frame, what we look for is that we start looking for patterns. Patterns are things that are going to be able to help us be able to spot out what actually is going on, what actually is the market trying to push within the next few hours, the next few days and stuff. So what I'm getting here is obviously this beautiful pattern that's printed more like this. It's printed more like this. And now this is where the exciting stuff comes out. From now on, I'm going to be moving over to the 5 minutes, because with this pattern already I can see that yes, on that time frame I did say if it happens to break to the downside, we are going to go down. But now it's showing me something different, showing that there are more buyers compared to sellers. Because of what? Because of this pattern is a descending type pattern, which means that it breaks to the upside, but at the same time it's also the first touch, second touch, and this here being the third touches. So with that being said, what I'll do is that I am going to be moving to the 5 minute time frame. So now this is where the execution is going to happen. On the 5 minute time frame, what you do is that obviously this is just have it be like this is okay. So what you do is that I'm gonna start off first by activating my sessions. Let me just bring up the sessions. So what it does is that let me just come back down to here to explain to you guys how these sessions are. You can see New York session is actually colored a bit more in red. You can see London session is in green, and Asia session is in the bluish type color. So during the AMs here, you can see this Asian in South African time. Here from 9 in the morning, it's like London, and right here is when, like, you know, we are hitting your New Yorks and them. This is where we are actually hitting New York session. So what it does is that this is where the start of New York session is. And with that being said, we have now started our New York session. We are now in a New York session, and I'm seeing a beautiful buy position, but I'm not gonna end it there. I'm gonna bring back this 20 EMA. I mean MA, not EMA, MA, and as well I am gonna be bringing this 51. Boom. So you can see so far the 20 is the red line that's moving like this, and the 50 is the one that's actually the green one here. And I can see with the 20 I have already broken above the 20 line, but now we are approaching the 50, and once we actually do happen to break above the 50, we are now going to execute. So what I mean by that is that we have confirmed with our 1 hour, looking at the daily time, I'm looking at that upper movement. We have as well confirmed with our 15 minutes the pattern, third touch, it being on the third touch. So now the 5 minute we are now looking at, we have confirmed the first, which is the breakout on the 20, but now we actually wanting price to break at least above here on the 50, come back to retest the support, then from there we are going to be getting a buy. So a riskier entry would be you entering now, rushing it and saying that, okay, you know what, the market is ready now. At the same time, obviously you're going to have a good risk to reward, like something more like this, stop loss being here. You are now in the right session as well, and maybe your first take profit can be here. Your first take profit can be here. But that's just like, some of the strategies that we use in order to be able to capitalize. But I did mention that we are going to be speaking of the rules as well. Now I know and understand that I did mention we are going to be covering the rules. So the first rule that I wanted to speak about here is that you shouldn't exit trades when they are moving accordingly, or when you're seeing that a trade is just starting to progress, whether in your direction or not in your direction. Most people, what they do is that these trades will be moving in that direction, but because of the fact that they were not seeing the market hit that take profit as quick as possible, or they didn't expect that to happen as early as possible, they take profits too quick, on which you shouldn't be doing that. The first thing that you should also be doing is that detach your emotions from trading. Once you are able to detach your emotions, you are going to be trading peacefully, and the best way that you can detach is to not attach money to your account or your trades. Don't attach money, rather see it in terms of percentage points, like 1% risk, 1% for every single trade, but do not attach money, because once you attach money, then you are now going to start trading impulsively and making all these impulsive decisions, because you are looking at it in terms of the money that you are making or either losing. So there you have it. That is one of the strategies that you can implement today. Looking at it is very simple, very straightforward. You can use it to grow any small account. Trust me, I've grew this account, I grew my accounts from very small numbers to actually bigger numbers with just the strategy, implementing it. Because why? The fact that you are scalping, you're looking at it from a smaller time frame, but you're not just scalping those buy sell without any clear direction. You're buying and selling when there's actually a congruence, when there's actually something, the criteria that follows through with what you're looking for in the markets. That is one of the right ways to trade. Let's say, for instance, I actually executed a trade while trading here, and I want to show you guys that I can literally just lock in profits now as we talk. You can see how it is 1.2, and this account is not even that big. You can see this is a 1,700 account, but you can see already we are making close to double that account.